It's me, Lori F. Dean. Welcome to Midlife Matters. And in case you're wondering what in the world is all over my face, well, I'm about to tell you. But in fact, I suspect most of you women out there know exactly what I'm doing. But in case there's the odd man or two watching this video, and in case there is the odd woman who maybe isn't familiar with this procedure, this stuff on my face is hair removal cream. Since we've been teenagers, we've been taught that the ideal beauty is to have unwanted facial hair and hair from other parts of your body taken away. Now, back in the day, you probably remember when we were getting started with looking beautiful, we would pluck our eyebrows. Remember that? Get little tweezers and get in there, just pull out each individual eyebrow, and it stung and it hurt. But we did it anyway because our eyebrows were shapely and it added to the overall beautification of our face. Then we went to waxing. For those of you who may not be familiar with waxing, it's when big hot goobs and gobs of wax are put all over your eyebrow area, and then you take a strip of paper and you yank. And instead of pulling just individual hairs, it pulls a whole schwack of them, gets them out at the root. And it lasts longer, meaning the hairs don't grow back as quickly. Then there's sugaring, which basically works the same way, but you take a little ball made of stuff, including sugar, and you rub it all over the hairs and you yank it again. It pulls the hair at the root, gets more than one at a time, and keeps them away for long periods of time. All of those hurt. Now what I'm doing is hair removal cream. It doesn't hurt as much as the other methods I've mentioned, but at the same time, it is inconvenient and it does sting a little bit. However, when I'm in a pinch, this is what I'll do. I don't do it often because after I've removed this cream, not only does the hair come off, but my skin is also red, and I tend to break out in little hives or little bumps for a while. So none of these ways is ideal, but my point is we do it anyway, right? We need to look a certain way. It helps us feel better about who we are based on how we look on the outside. So we put up with some inconvenience, the inconvenience of having to wait around for 5 minutes for this stuff to dry and not being able to go outside and do anything, the inconvenience of scheduling an appointment to go to a salon and have your brows professionally waxed or sugared, and the pain of all that waxing and sugaring, that pain of plucking. And of course we started with the eyebrows, but now that we're in midlife, guess what? The hair is growing in different places. We got the old mustache thing happening on the upper lip, and we got the odd hair or two in the chin area. So now we have to put up with more pain in more places. So what's my point of all this? I'm not here to give you a rant or a lesson in beauty. I'm here to ask you a question. If we are willing to put up with this kind of pain, discomfort, and inconvenience to look beautiful on the outside, are we willing to do the same to transform ourselves on the inside? A lot of times when we look at a change in our life, look at making some sort of big change, we start to squirm. We find all kinds of excuses and reasons why we can't do it. First of all, it's not really convenient. I have so much to do in my day. I have to take care of everyone else, and I have to get this, that, and the other thing done. And maybe at the end of the day, if I'm not too tired, I might be able to work on changing myself internally just a little bit. And we find it pretty uncomfortable. We've been stuck in a certain pattern, in certain habits, and certain behaviors for so long that the thought of giving any of those up and changing on any form is really uncomfortable. We're stepping into a whole new realm here that we're not familiar with, and that creates a level of discomfort. And finally, it can be downright painful. As we start to really transform ourselves, come into our own, discover who we truly are, some things get conjured up and it causes pain. Pain to ourselves and perhaps pain to those around us. But let me ask you this. What's the alternative? You've woken up one day, you took a look around, realized you're 50, 55, 59, and said, what happened? What happened to my life? Is this it? Is this it for the next 30 years? You're feeling confused, fearful, shame-filled, and stuck. Stuck between who you were and stuck between who you've yet to become. Stuck between caring for the home still, the kids, even though they're on their way out the door, And now you're stuck between caring for your parents who are aging and are starting to depend on you for all kinds of things, physically, emotionally, financially. And you're stuck between a world that is changing way too fast and a memory that is struggling to keep up with just the day-to-day things, let alone all the technology and the changes that come along there. And you're stuck between a boring or non-existent sex life and an increased sex drive and need for sex. Does it seem hopeless? Does it seem inconvenient? Just uncomfortable and painful to try and do something about that? If you are ready to put up with a little inconvenience, a little discomfort, and a little pain, now is the time to step up and step forward. Now is the time to rescue your unique power and place in today's modern world so you can live the life you dreamed of as a child without feeling guilty. Waking up each day being bold, staying brilliant, and being bountiful. Ready to do that? See the address below, sucktosizzle.kajabi.com. Click it. Go there now. Watch the video and get registered for our teleseminar series. And it will help you move from that place where you think, you know what, midlife just sucks, towards a place where you know that midlife and beyond is full of sizzle. Also, subscribe to the channel by clicking the little button above so that you'll know when the next video is coming out. But right now, go to sucktosizzle.kajabi.com. Get signed up for the teleseries. It's starting in just a few days, and you don't want to miss it. You want to be ready to move on to the next phase of your life, even if there is some inconvenience, discomfort, and pain involved. Because you know what? The rewards are worth it. The rewards of the exterior hair removal are worth it. And just think how powerful and how rewarding changing, transforming, reinventing, reclaiming yourself is going to be. I'm Lori F. Dean, and we'll catch you next time on Midlife Matters.